Hello and welcome to HistoryPod. On the 20th of November 1969, a group of Native Americans occupied Alcatraz Island in San Francisco Bay. The occupation was launched by a group of 89 members of the Indians of all tribes in an attempt to gain control of the island under the Treaty of Fort Laramie that had been signed in 1868. After the prison closed in March 1963, the federal government declared the island surplus federal property, leading the Indians of all tribes to demand that it be returned to Native Americans under the terms of the treaty. A number of previous attempts had been made, although the 19-month-long Alcatraz occupation was the longest to successfully seize control. A fire that had destroyed the San Francisco American Indian Center on the 10th of October acted as the catalyst for the occupation. A few weeks later, on the 9th of November, a group of 14 protesters spent the night on the island and claimed ownership by right of discovery. Less than 2 weeks after that, a group of 89 men, women and children sailed across San Francisco Bay from the city of Sausalito to begin the longer occupation. Although the majority of the protesters were intercepted by a Coast Guard blockade, over 400 people eventually came to occupy Alcatraz. Citing the 19th century treaty, they demanded control of the island in order to build a Native American cultural center. At the start of January 1970, the 13-year-old stepdaughter of Richard Oakes, one of the occupation's leaders, fell to her death. The family's departure from the island coincided with worsening relations between some of the other protesters, and after the government cut off electrical power and telephone lines in late May, numbers dwindled until only a handful of people remained. The final 15 occupiers were removed by federal marshals on the 11th of June 1971. Control of Alcatraz was later handed to the National Park Service, who continue to administer it.